Happy morning, dear children. I welcome you to the recap session of Unit 3. Children, all we completed is Chapter 3, Prose, Poem, and Supplementary Reader, isn't it? So now we will see the recap of the first prose alone. Okay? What is the name of the lesson, dear? What is the name of the lesson in chapter 3? What is the name of the prose? Yes? By seeing this picture, at least you could have remembered. No? Okay, let me tell you. It is Taro's Reward. So, a short explanation and the question part. Here, Taro is a name of the person. He was a woodcutter, lived in a small lonely house in hillside. Okay, he worked very hard. He was a woodcutter, isn't it? He chopped wood and he used to earn money from that. But his earning was very less. He was so sad because he wanted to take care of his parents also. Whatever his parents wish, that he wants to fulfill that. Okay, because he was a thoughtful son, he was very obedient towards his parent. One day what happens, parents and himself both were in a sitting in a corner of the house. That time a strong wind blows. See here, such a strong wind, and who feels the father, Taro's father, felt very cold. Okay, he cannot tolerate that cold climate. So what happens is, he wished to have a sip of sake. Sake is a Japanese drink. It was so expensive. So he felt again very sad because how can I buy a sake for my father? That was his thinking. So you saw here, sake is a Japanese drink. So what happens next? He wants to work little bit harder than before. And earlier he woke up and he went to forest. He chopped so much of wood. He started sweating and his mouth became dry. Even then he did not give up. He came with the wood. Okay, because he wanted to fulfill his father's wish. What is his father's wish? Drinking sake. To earn more money, he started chopping more wood. At that time, what happens? He heard a sound. It is like a rushing water sound. But for a long time, he was living in that, he used to come to that village and forest. He never heard of that rushing sound. Then he was thirsty already, isn't it? So he left all his axe, everything, and went to the stream, went towards the rushing stream, went towards the sound which he heard. He saw a beautiful waterfall. He started taking water from that and he tasted that water in his hand. But for his surprise, what is the surprise? It was not a water, it was a delicious sake. Instead of cold water, what he got is a delicious sake. Immediately what will happen? He used to fill. Even we are there, we will fill that in a pot, isn't it? Same way, he too filled that sake, that cold water. Otherwise, for him it seems to be a sake. He filled that sake and rushed towards his home. Why he rushed towards his home? He wanted to give it to his father. It was his father's wish, isn't it? So after swallowing, he started dancing like anything. Who started dancing? Taro's father. Already he was shivering with cold, but now he stopped shivering and he started dancing in the middle of the floor. So that afternoon, a neighbor came, and Taro's father also politely offered her a cup of sake. The lady drank that and he thanked the old man. Then Taro told the full story of how he got that sake. Immediately she left in a hurry. Why she left in a hurry? Within the night time, she spread the story throughout the whole village. That evening, so many visitors, it's like a procession, so many visitors visited woodcutter's house. Why? Each man heard different story about sake, and each wanted to confirm whether the story is correct and took a sip of sake. Now within less than 1 hour, the picture was empty. That means sake was no more. Okay. Now what happened? The next morning, Taro started to work even earlier than before. He carried a largest pitcher which is there in his house. Then he reached that waterfalls. For his surprise, what happened? Full villages were there in the waterfalls. It's a magic sake, isn't it? So everybody wants to fill that sake. And what are the vessels they took to fill? They took pitchers, jars, buckets, whatever containers they had in their home, they all took that and went to the waterfalls. Do you think the villagers got sake? No, the villagers didn't get sake. They got water, nothing but water. And others also tried. There was no sake, only cold water. Now then they realized that they were tricked, and they all shouted, "Where is Taro? Let us drown him in his waterfalls." But Taro had been enough to slip, and he was hidden behind the rock. So by scolding him, everybody started moving one by one. With disappointed, with anger, they all left the waterfalls. Then Taro came out from his hiding place. He was just wondering, was it true or it was a dream? He was thinking whether it was really sake or anything else, really water. He came to the waterfall again. He tasted. To him, it was the same delicious sake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. But for him alone, it was a delicious sake. So the story of Taro and his magic waterfalls reached the Emperor of Japan. So he sent the soldiers. Then he awarded 20 pieces of gold for him because of his good and kindness towards his parents. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city also after Taro. So the dialogue said by the emperor was, "This is to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents." Right? So this was a Japanese story. It was retold here, and I hope you too will be very kind towards your parents. So what is the moral of the story? Yes, be kind and humble towards your parents. Now the question time is, why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Because he was very thirsty and he didn't hear the sound before. To check that, he went towards the direction of the stream. Right? How did Taro's father show his happiness? He stopped shivering and started to dance. Why did the waterfall give Taro sake and others water? The waterfalls obliged Taro and changed water into sake. Actually, it was water, but the waterfalls changed his water into sake. The reason was he was a thoughtful son. He served his parents very sincerely. Sake was a reward for his goodness. Other people were just greedy, so they didn't get sake, they got only plain water. Why did the villagers want to drown Taro? The villagers went to waterfalls to collect sake. With more and more expectation, they all went to the waterfalls. But what they got is a plain water. Right? So they thought Taro had tricked him. So they looked for Taro to punish him. Why did the emperor reward Taro? The emperor of Japan rewarded Taro for being kind and good towards his parent. This is his way. Whose way? King's way to encourage children to respect and serve their parents. So next is to choose the correct answer. Taro earned very little money because the price of wood was very low. Taro decided to earn extra money to buy his old father some sake. The neighbor left Taro's hut in a hurry because she wanted to tell the whole village about the waterfalls. So next is strike of the words in the box below that are not suitable. See, what is the answer? Taro wanted to give his parents everything they needed. This shows that he was honest, trustworthy and efficient. Okay, that is the answer. So this made Taro sadder than ever. Taro's inability to buy expensive sake for his father. This, said the emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. This refers to what? Rewarding Taro with gold and giving the fountain his name. Right? Next is the rhyming word. Sad, bad, chop, stop, last, fast, wax, axe, could, would, sound, round, way, day. All these are the rhyming word. Now fill in the blanks. A young woodcutter. A dash woodcutter, here young. A young woodcutter lived in a lonely hillside. He was a thoughtful son who worked hard but earned little money. One day he saw a little waterfalls hidden behind a rock. He tasted the water and found it delicious. So wherever dash is there, you have to fill the correct answer there. Right? To make Taro dash than ever, sadder than ever. He decided to work harder. Next morning, Taro jumped out of his bed earlier than usual. He began to chop even faster. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. Children, that's the end of the lesson. Thank you, dear. We'll see the next part of chapter 3 in the next session. Thank you.